What are 3 getting started questions every new coach should ask? I have been talking to you. Well, welcome again to another edition of Walking with Randy. Now, I have waited too long to do this outside this time, so I'm just walking around in my basement. And I invite you to join me as I do that. I want to make a disclaimer. I'm going to mention some tools and resources here. And I give you only what I recommend, and they are things that I have used. And in some cases, if you were to take advantage of those, I might have an affiliate link and I might get some remuneration from it. But please understand, I would recommend them whether I had that or not. The 3 questions you ought to ask. First of all, figure out what kind of coaching you are best suited for. Would you be best at helping people establish their identity and helping people to experience who they are? And for those of us that are Christians, it's even better when we help people experience who they are in Christ. Would you be better suited for growth, helping people in growth in their personal goals and experience? Or maybe you'd be really well suited for entrepreneurial coaching, helping people who want to start a new business or start a new venture. I mentioned bivocational ministers in the last video that I did, and I mentioned that they have skill sets that translate out into the regular world in a way that they may not have realized. And so they have skills in the area of writing and speaking, especially speaking. Some might need to know how to transfer those speaking words into paper a little bit, but that could be done easily. And the other one is in the area of coaching. Now, they may not think of that, but life coaching and business coaching is in vogue nowadays, and it's something they could do. But you don't have to be a bivocational minister to be interested in being a coach in today's world. Then, would you want to be involved in personal coaching, where you would work with people one-on-one? Or would you want to be involved in group coaching, where you could help groups of people all at the same time? Then, even less personal, but still with the opportunity to help many, many more people, would be course coaching. You would put your content into a course. In my case, some of the coaching that I'm doing and have done here in the recent years has to do with book writing. Consider myself to be a book writing coach because I've been down that path a few times. The second question is, what additional kinds of training would give you confidence? Now, in the coaching world, the interesting thing is that there is no particular set of credentials that are required. And so if you have good personal experience in a certain area, for instance, if you have, construction experience, and you certainly have that, and you would be able to help many people along that line, then you might not need any additional certification. But in certain areas where I talked about the personal identity, you might not be quite as confident in that, or in growth. So there are some certifications by my publisher of a book that I'm working on right now. It will soon be out, and it's in the editing process now. But the publisher is Kerry Oberbrunner, and he also has some coaching programs and coaching certifications. So dealing with the area of identity, he has a coaching program called Name. In the area of personal growth, he has one called The Deeper Path. And then in the area of business and entrepreneurial pursuits, there's a Day Job to Dream Job coaching certification program that he has. Now me, I mentioned that I am a book writing coach, and I have developed a course, and the course is called Six Figure Writing. If you're interested in that, you could find it by clicking around at randysblogs.com. I'm sure you would come across a link to it there somewhere. The third question is, what online tools could help you with this process? Well, you will need a tool for email, and then you will need a tool for collaborating with the person that you're helping, the person you're coaching. You could do that through Zoom or Skype or something like that, FaceTime. But you could also have a program where you could do things in an asynchronous fashion, which means that you don't both have to be online at the same time. Many courses nowadays are set up in that fashion, online courses. Well, another tool that you would need would be that of a website builder. Now, there is one that is called WordPress, and WordPress.org, you could build a website using that. There's some other free tools for websites. I think Wix is one, but then you also need an ability to keep track of your progress and of the progress of your client. Then you also need the ability to build out those courses if that's the route that you want to go. And I do highly recommend a website, and I am using it, and it combines all these tools into one. And if you were to pay for each of those things separately, like email, a collaboration place, a website builder, and a place to keep track of your progress, and to be able to keep track of your projects that you and your client are working on together, and then also course building. If you were to have to pay for those separately, this Coach's Console has it all in one platform. They also give you good training in the area of providing coaching. So I could recommend those three things, and I gave you my disclaimer at the beginning that I might have some affiliate link with some of these links that you may click on if you decide to go that route. But anyway, if you'd like more information on things like this, go to randysblogs.com. It's been good to walk with you, and I pray that if you're interested in coaching, that you would ask yourself what kind of coaching you're best suited for, that you would ask yourself what kinds of additional training or certification would you desire and would give you confidence, and then what online tools would you need to accomplish this process. Well, thanks for joining me. I don't know if I got very many steps in down here in the basement, but I'm glad you joined me for Walking with Randy, and we'll talk with you